Hey, what is happening, you risk-taking Rillaboom? Today, we're taking a look at Mega Camerupt, and this card, honestly, was way better than I initially thought it would be. I actually had a ton of fun working on this build, and I don't know, maybe there's some more potential here with a Mega Camerupt than I initially thought. This card didn't make it onto my competitive buy list or anything like that. I'm not sold on it yet, but very, very impressed with the showing from it so far. Before we jump into it, though, and I break it all down, huge shout out to the Card Coliseum, of course, for sponsoring the channel. You can check them out over at pkmingcoliseum.com. If you all ever need any sealed products or singles, they got you covered. Check them out. Link, of course, will be in the description, and code AzulGG will get you a discount over there as well. So let's break down the card first here. It is a Stage 1 Mega Pokemon, so it's worth 3 prize cards, but it has 340 HP, which is a lot of HP. And then the attacks here, Roasting Heat, there's 80 damage, plus 160 more damage if the active Pokemon is burned. So it's effectively 260 damage because the burn damage will be 20 at least in between turns, and they could stay burned and take 20 more going back into our turn. And then we got the Volcanic Meteor, which is an attack I didn't think we would ever use with this card. But as you can see, I do play some Ignition Energy. So we'll talk about that here in a second. It does 280 damage. For a fire and 3 colorless, then you discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Ignition Energy, of course, can only be attacked to evolution Pokemon, and then it discards at the end of your turn. So that works great with something like the Volcanic Meteor, because we just target the Ignition Energy as the energies to discard that are going to get discarded anyways, and we get to keep our Fire Energy on our Mega Camerupt for possibly another Volcanic Meteor or a Roasting Heat on that following turn. So we got a 4-3 Mega Camerupt line here, and I'm leaning heavily into abusing the Call for Family of the Numel with this build. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench for a single Fire Energy. I just don't see a reason to not play to take advantage of that. A lot of lists that I've seen have like Trolley and stuff in here, which is like, okay, but why would I go all in on trying to find turn 1 Trolley plus TM EVO kind of combo when I can just find Call for Family Numel a lot more consistently and allow myself to play something like a Lillie's Determination or Iono for turn instead of having to play Arven for turn and having to find Arven for turn to have to find the Trolley to have like a comfortable setup. And it lets me play Secret Box, which is pretty cool in here. So 4-3. Mega Camerupt DX, playing for that turn 1, Call for Family. So choose second, choose blind second with this deck, go for the Call for Family, get the rest of your squad set up. And then from there, we do have to burn our opponent's Pokemon. Roasting Heat is still the main attack in this deck, even if we can use that Volcanic Meteor. So we play the Volcanion EX to do that. I did think about the Volcarona build. There's a Stage 1 Volcarona, currently legal in the standard format, that says you can discard a Fire Energy from your hand and your opponent's active is now burned. But it's like so much more resource intensive. You have to have a Volcarona setup, and you have to have the basic setup too, because if your opponent just boss KOs your Volcarona, you just can't Roasting Heat on your next turn. So you have to have a Volcarona setup, the basic of the Volcarona setup, a Fire Energy in your hand, and a fully set up Mega Camerupt. And then if your opponent just decides to go boss KO your Volcarona on their turn, all of a sudden you have to get another Volcarona setup, another basic of the Volcarona, so you could possibly burn your opponent's Pokemon again on the next turn if they decide to KO it again, and a Fire Energy in hand. As you can see, I only play 4 Fire Energy in this build, because Mega Camerupt takes a single Fire Energy and it's worth 3 prize cards. So we're hoping it goes the distance or gets us, 2 to 4 prize cards per Mega Camerupt. So we don't really need to play that many energy. And if all of a sudden you include the Volcarona line, which is another Stage 1 line in the deck, you also have to up the Fire Energy count as well. But this just feels so much smoother, so much more seamless than I think the Volcarona build will try. I didn't try it out. It just seems way worse. So, of course, with the Volcanion, with the Scalding Steam, it does have to be in the active, and then it burns our opponent's active Pokemon, but it does have 3 retreat costs, so we do have to play Latias EX, so we're still losing 2 bench spaces by playing this build, but they're just basic Pokemon. It's not a Stage 1. They don't need any extra pieces. Just got to get the Volcanion in the active. And mobility in general, pretty cool, because Switch is just kind of cool to move our stuff around so stuff doesn't get stuck. And on top of that, the last Pokemon we play in here, besides Fezandipiti, of course, is a 2-2 Magmortar line, because it has the Magma Surge ability, which is during Pokemon checkup, put 3 damage counters on your opponent's burned Pokemon. So, if we have 1 Magmortar setup alongside Mega Camerupt, we're effectively doing 290 damage with the burn. If we have 2 Magmortar set up, which is really hard to do, and even if we did get 2 of them set up, our opponent could just boss KO one of them and we lose access to that plus damage, and that's why I play some other cards in here. So we do 30 more damage, so we'd be looking at 320 damage through a Roasting Heat, which does KO Dragapult. Guardy EX is 10 damage short of KOing a Charizard EX, but I do play a 1 of Vitality Band, and actually the math for Vitality Band has come up so often, definitely keeping that around in here for sure. And we also play 2 Gravity Mountains as some of our stadiums to reduce the HP of those high stage 2 Pokemon, high HP stage 2 Pokemon, like the Gardevoir, like the Charizard, like the Dragapult. So it brings them down to like a Dragapult becomes like 290. So a Mega Camerupt EX using the Roasting Heat with a single Magmortar in play actually just KOs that. Or if we get to the Volcanic Meteor, with the Ignition Energy and the Vitality Band, that also KOs a Dragapult if we have the Gravity Mountain in play. So there's a bunch of damage modifiers in here to help us hit those bigger numbers more consistently, and it makes the deck flow that much better and get those KOs that much more consistently to have all these options in here. The main reason I like the Ignition Energy is because it makes up for when our opponent chases our Magmortar, when they realize our out to KO them is basically through Magmortar staying in play. Our opponent's just going to Gust KO our Magmortar, but Magmortar is like the best, easiest damage modifier to set up, so it'd be kind of silly not to play the Magmortar, even if it becomes the focus from our opponent. It's something that we put in play. Our opponent kind of has to go chase it, and at that point, they're just getting a single prize card for a KO on the turn, which ends up leaving us favorable in the prize exchange. If they don't KO it, we KO them. If they do KO it, we can still KO them. It's a little bit harder to get there. Magmortar is the easiest way to get damage in play or get extra damage for the Mega Camerupts attacked, but it's kind of like a win-win scenario for us most of the time. That's why the Ignition is so good. We get to get that 280, which is only 20 more damage than the roasting heat while they're burned. But if we also burn them on top of that, that's 300 damage. If we get the Gravity Mountain in play, that's effectively 330 against the stage 2s. So it's just nice to have that extra tool in here to hit hard when our Magmortars get spawn trapped, which they often do. So that's the Pokemon lineup. For the rest of the supporters, 4 Lillie's Determination, of course, 4 Iono, 2 Arven, a light count of the Arven. I still have some in here. We have a decent amount of tools. We got the TM EVO and the Vitality. Oh, actually, I don't have air balloons in here anymore. I initially played air balloons because I was like, well, Latias gives free retreat to Volcanion, EX to Fezandipiti, Magmars, and Numels. But once we evolve a Numel or a Magmar to a Magmortar, it does have 2 retreat costs. It doesn't have free retreat costs of Latias anymore, but I found that almost never being a factor. Like, our opponent is almost never bringing up our Magmortar and just like leaving it in the active. And even if they do, we still play 4 switch. We don't need to switch into Volcanion EX that many times to win a game of the Pokemon TCG. And because of the Ignition Energy, sometimes we don't have to switch at all. We can just like attack with a Roasting Heat, get a KO, and then attach an Ignition Energy and get a KO with back-to-back turns from our Mega Camerupt. So yeah, I had air balloons in here initially. It made sense. We have a lot of ways to find tool cards, but I found myself literally never utilizing the air balloons at all because, yeah, we either have Mega Camerupt in the active and we probably just want to leave it in the active. And even if we want to move it, we still have 4 switch. Also, it has 4 retreat costs, so air balloon is not an efficient way to move the Mega Camerupt anyways. And our Magmortars just, like, never really got stuck. And if they do, we have 4 switch, like I said. So yeah, 2 Arven, no air balloon, only 2 tool cards. I still play a TM EVO, a really cool play you can do, and maybe one of the reasons to play the trolley build instead, but I don't think it comes up that often, and it's not that big of a deal to have access to. Is you can do a really cool play on the first turn of the game where you get Volcanion EX into the active, burn your opponent's Pokemon with Scalding Steam, the first turn going second, and then you can TM EVO 2 Magmars into Magmortars to put 30 damage counters extra for each Magmortar on the burn damage. So you're doing 80 damage. So that KO stuff like Ralts and Dreepy, Riolu, all those Pokemon get KO'd by burn damage going into your opponent's turn after your Team Evo for the turn. So I still have the Team Evo in here because it is nice to still be able to get our Pokemon set up. It's not just for that cheesy turn 1 Volcanion play, but that is available as an option as well by playing the Team Evo. So that's kind of cool. Also in the mid game, there can be situations where we want to go like Countercatcher or Boss up like a low HP Pokemon off the bench and go for that knockout, basically. Leave Volcanion in the active or retreat Volcanion to something else after we burn them, and then TM EVO out the second Magmortar or both Magmortars. And we can leave something like a Numel in the active while we get a 1 prize knockout for the turn, which is kind of cool. So having that option is just nice. And of course, something like Secret Box can kind of tie all of that together. Now, Maximum Belt was super tempting in this build. Something like Prime Catcher wouldn't be bad as well. But I feel like the setup power, or just kind of the power of Secret Box, is hard to be ignored in a deck like this when there's so many pieces we'd want at any point in a game. Of course, Tenacity in here I have as a 2 of, that can help us find Gravity Mountain and the Ignition Energy. Or Tenacity turn 1 is pretty sick as well, because it can find us Artazon to find our Numel, and then it can also find our Fire Energy to go for that Call for Family on that first turn of the game, after we find Latias to get the Numel in the active, or Nest Ball to get the Latias, or even Ultra Ball to get the Latias and get the Numel in the active, and then use that Call for Family. So, and then they're also great to find the Ignition Energy, and Secret Box, of course, can tie all of that together whenever we find our Secret Box, or if we set ourselves up with the Secret Box off of Arven on a turn. So Maximum Belt would be like the other big consideration, I think, because it does just increase our damage by 50, which means Roasting Heat is basically KOing anything. So Maximum Belt is really tempting, but we have all these other tools in here I think we would play anyways, even if we played Maximum Belt. So I'm not sold on something like Maximum Belt fully. I didn't really test it at all, so it'd be something worth trying for sure. And something like Prime Catcher, little mobility, Item Gust is kind of cool, so that could be another one to try out potentially. Like I said, I saw some builds with Trolley, but Trolley was pretty underwhelming to me. And I think you could all, like, Unfair Stamp with a heavier Arven build wouldn't be terrible either, but not blown away by that as well. But yeah, so far I've been liking the Secret Box, but definitely a lot of other aspects to try out. Okay, Arven's 2 boss, 1 counter catcher. I do want to try and get a second counter catcher in here. It's one of like the main cards I would like to try and add into the deck. 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Switch. Like I mentioned, 2 Energy Search to help us find our Fire Energy. I don't like the idea of Vessel in here too much. We don't need that many energy, and also discarding cards feels bad. So rocking the double Energy Search right now. Multiple ways to find it off of Secret Box and Arven feels nice as well, but it could just be a 5th Fire and maybe just 1 Energy Search. That would also maybe just be fine. 2 Night Stretcher. You don't need a ton of recovery in this deck. Even when our opponent's going after our Magmortars, usually we can just go to set up the second Magmortar or something like that. You can also just leave your Magmars as Magmars and don't evolve them into Magmortar until you need them, because then it becomes a lot bigger of a threat that your opponent might go after. So if you evolve to a Magmortar and your opponent KOs it, you need to like Night Stretcher twice to recover the full line. But if you just leave it as a Magmar until you need a Magmortar, then if your opponent KOs the Magmar, you just go Night Stretcher for Magmar, and you're kind of in the same spot you were before, and you still have the Magmortar in your deck to use later. But maybe 1 Night Stretcher, 1 Super Rod, there could be an argument for that as well. I just don't think you need a ton of recovery in this deck. Like, you play 2 Latias, you play 2 Volcanion, those are almost never getting KO'd. You have a 4-3 Mega Camerupt line. Like, they're never KOing enough of either of these where you need like a ton more. The Night Stretchers are kind of nice to recover Fire Energy sometimes, recover a Magmortar piece, or like recover Fezandipiti. Maybe even going down to 1 Night Stretcher would also be fine, to be honest. And even going for like a thicker Magmortar line could be cool as well. It gives you that cheesy Volcanion EX play more often. And then there are a lot of situations where it's like nice to set up double Magmortar to get big 1-hit KOs, or make those big 1-hit KOs a little bit easier through a Roasting Heat instead of reaching for the Volcanic Meteor. 1 Tool Scrapper in here. I've only been playing this because of Garchomp. Been a lot of Garchomp on the ladder recently, and that matchup is really, really difficult. They got 400 HP. Now, with Ignition Energy, plus Vitality Band, plus Gravity Mountain, plus double Magmortar, Volcanic Meteor does hit for exactly 400 damage. But I'm not trying, and if they're burned, but I'm not trying to rely on that full combo, potentially multiple times, because they definitely play multiple of the Cynthia's Power Weight or whatever that gives Garchomp plus 70 HP. So I put a Tool Scrapper in there to make that matchup easier. Also, Tool Scrapper could be a useful card against Guard 4 if they're playing the Bravery Charm build. Go for some bigger 1-hit KOs with a Drifloon possibly. Tool Scrapper would get us a free prize card there. And it can be like kind of disruptive against stuff with Air Balloon. Not really. That wouldn't be a real reason to play it. I think if Garchomp wasn't as popular as it has been recently, then I probably just won't play the Tool Scrapper. That could be like the second counter catcher, honestly. But as long as Garchomp is as popular as it has been, I'm kind of want to keep it around. I kind of want to be able to beat that matchup. So it just kind of depends on the popularity of Garchomp. Team EVO Vitality Band, 2 Gravity Mountain, of course, 1 Artazon. I didn't play the Artazon in here initially, but it has so much good synergy with the Colress Tenacity, and I played that combo multiple times already since adding the Colress Tenacity, that I definitely like keeping the Artazon around. Like I said, only 4 Fire, 2 Ignition. I could see going a little bit higher on the Ignition count, because honestly, the Volcanic Meteor is super, super good and catches people off guard all the time. I think most people assume you're not going to be able to access Volcanic Meteor, and they play as if it's not going to happen, and that gives them big opportunities, some big openings to you. So of course, playing a higher count of that would be pretty nice. It also makes you way less reliant on getting Volcanion EX in the active, or having Magmortar set up to get that extra damage to get those big 1-hit KOs. All right, that's it. That's the 60. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Going second is just so good in the Pokemon TCG in general right now. I don't know. Sarah Ledge? More like Sarah Cringe, right? Right? We should probably play a counter catcher, to be honest, because we have Arven's. Also, we're playing a Mega deck, which falls behind pretty often, I feel like. Or like in the mid game, there's a chance that we're not behind in the prize exchange, but we fall behind because they KO'd a 3 prize Pokemon. Doing the math wrong? Am I? I don't think so. Wait, the math for what wrong? I think I did the math right. Dangerous Laser, why are you trolling? What? Dude, literally don't talk to me ever again. Oh, Defiance Band could also be good in here for like the same reason, that there's a good chance that we're just like behind. 160 plus 40 goes to 160 plus 8 was 240, not 260. Well, yeah, but they're burned blind. So burned is 20, so it's 260. Plus 30 more from the Magmortar 290. Plus minus 30 from the Gravity Mountain. Or plus 20 from the Ignition Energy. Then it's like 330, 300. Nothing. I mean, I should just throw the we're just gonna need the Fez, right? Dude, look at that. Look at that call for family, bro. Look at him just going to get the fam, bro. Shout out Numel, man. This is a real one. Forgot to burn? Oh, true. Why didn't I burn? I wasn't feeling it, you know? Wasn't feeling it. You did the math wrong, brother? Didn't we just go over this? I didn't do the math wrong. Blind Ostrich might just be behind in the VOD. Seems like a bad matchup, right? Like, well, maybe it's not though. It seems like a bad matchup though. It definitely seems like a bad matchup. Oh, we get around Legacy Energy though. Maybe it's not terrible. We do get around Legacy. Okay, I have to remember. I was literally about to promote the Numel. Volcanion up. Benching of the Numel. Iono's not good this turn. Ultra Ball would be really good to play. So I think I actually draw with Fez first here. Okay. Iono will be good later. Night Stretcher will be good later. Ignition Energy could be good later. The Nest Balls are unlikely to be good later. Oh, they also don't get to draw with Fez based on the damage we do, right? So I'm not guaranteed this guy, so I may as well Vitality Band here. And I should just play this for the energy, because I don't play that many outs to Fire Energy in general. Alright, just so I don't forget, I'll just do it right now. I'll just get it out of the way. I don't even want to evolve this right now because they're not going to Iono me anyways, so... Roasting heat, let's get it! They already have... Dude, I could die next turn. My Camerupt might be going down next turn. Dude, this matchup does not seem good. We're fine, we're fine. We're chilling, we're chilling. We're surviving, we're surviving. Is there some one prize attacker that could be good in this deck? Like, we could play the Baby Camerupt with reversals. Is there anything else, though, or no? Is that the only... Well, it has to, like, take one energy. Or it has to take one energy, or reversal, or ignition, I guess. It could take ignition. Yeah, they're trying to cook there. I actually might not have my other Night Stretcher. Like, I might not be able to burn them and then move. Oh, but I have air balloons left. I have air balloons. So I can go, like, attach air balloon Volcanion retreat. Okay, okay. Legacy would help here with... You can find it easily. The Legacy would help here, yeah. Maybe it's worth playing the Legacy so that just so they can't go 1, 2, 3. Oh, they whiffed. Oh wait, we just win now, right? They whiff, we win. I would prefer that they don't get the Fez draw just to make things better for me. More Camerupt. Energy Search. I could just grab a Switch here, I guess. I just boss Fez. Well, they could just Night Stretcher for the Fez. They have one Night Stretcher left, possibly. The Night Stretcher for Fez and then draw with Fez. I'd rather just burn KO them. This means they need more stuff. They need a Sarah Ledge again. Also, this would be the third Sarah Ledge gone. They also might only play 3 Night Stretcher. And I don't trigger the Fez either. I mean, I think I can't lose, I'm pretty sure, here anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I do, to be honest, but this seems better. I'm gonna get this guy set up now. I can save the Vitality Banded one, I guess. I don't even know if that matters, but you don't need Magmortar though. Yeah, but I may as well just set it up. If they Iono me next turn, I just want to have less stuff. I want to be more set up, less stuff in my deck. And if they go Gust Camp my Magmortar, they go to 4 prize cards, so they literally never win. So you can play Volcanion to burn to the bench, no? Yeah, but it's like a lot more involved. You have to set up a Sage 1, you have to have a Fire in hand. Yeah, it's just way more involved, I feel like. I think the Volcanion build would be way cooler, but it's just worse, I'm pretty sure. You can add reversal and attack with Magmortar. Oh yeah, what does Magmortar do? Oh, that's so bad. We could do it though. It's so bad though. I think if we played reversal, we'd want to play the baby Camerupt for sure. We'll just say that they can Night Stretcher back the Fez, and then also say if I KO the active, they might have Night Stretcher. Yes. If I KO the Fez, they guaranteed to have a Sarah Ledge. And if they do have a 4th Night Stretcher, they could Night Stretcher back the Fez. But if I KO the Sarah Ledge, they can't use the Fez. And they also still need a Night Stretcher as well. So it just makes them need the most. Like, why would you not want to abuse this? I just don't get the point of like trying to like play Trolley and... I don't know, the Trolley TM EVO combo is like kind of cool for like if I did have Trolley TM EVO, well I don't have an Arven, but if I did have an Arven and I went Trolley and then TM EVO'd out double Magmortar, I could like donk the Dreepy, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of cool. But also just abusing Numel's Call for Family is kind of cool as well, I feel like. Can you use Call for Family when you go first? No. Then we would probably be choosing first, to be honest, if it was one of those Call for Families. Oh boy, Dusknor, my favorite. Okay, now there is a possibility. If I play Lillie's Determination, I could KO this Dreepy. But I could also just like save the Magmortar and hang Call for Family here. Well, I should probably play the Lillies, actually, but I kind of just want to commit the energy. I don't think I'm going to get the play, so I'm not going to play for it. I did not get the play. I am going to get Badooed here. I got this guy, this guy. I don't ever want a TM Evo. I do want to evolve to the Magmortar. So I'm gonna get what? Numel and Volcanion. There's not the second Mag. I was gonna get second Magmar here, but fine. I guess I just only get one thing here then. I could have grabbed the second big guy then, I guess, instead. But this is fine. This is fine. Having a friendly debate, would you be the tiebreaker, first or second with Golden Goat Joltik? Wait. I have to know before. First or second with Golden Goat Joltik? Who is saying first? What, dude? Am I just about to get destroyed? Candy? No, dude. I'm literally just gonna lose. Energy Dusclops. GG. No Wally in this build? No, no Wally. No Energy Dusclops one time? Please? What could you have gotten that knockout on Dreepy? You could put Volcanion in the active with TM Evo, burn them, and then TM Evo out double Magmortar. Please do not have Dusclops. Please, please, please. Please, 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 please. We almost guaranteed have the return KO, actually, because I got the Gravity Mountain, which is the hard card to find. Never punished. Never punished. Punished for what? I've been seeing a lot of Blastoise Cape lately on ladder. Will you cover that deck at some point? I don't know. Possibly. Not something on my current agenda. We actually drew pretty well off of the thing overall, to be honest. Okay, how much are we doing? I don't have this guy yet. How much does this guy do? Do 60. So Gravity Mountain plus Magmortar would get the KO, right? No Magmortar! Come on! Don't do it to me! Oh my gosh. Very nice, very cool, very chill. I don't have to bench a Numel this turn, to be honest. I could, though. I feel like I probably just... 5 prize cards, one prize knockout. This guy's worth 3, though. I'm not going to bench a Numel yet, because they could go KO Numel, KO Magmortar, KO Mega Camerupt. Wait, did I misplay? Oh, no, I did right. Okay, cool. Let's go. Why is Camerupt screaming so hard? Can you chill out? Yeah, what the heck is it? Well, chill out, bro. It's not that serious, bro. Jeez. It is a 2/2 Magmortar, yeah. Dude, look how important Fez is. Man, Fez is just such a broken card. Yeah, we gotta make bench space for Fez. Like, not playing Fez would be, like, criminal. For sure. No Neo, though, right? There's no way... There was no way the Neo energy was found. When Phantasmal is out, Moltres will be a decent single prize attacker for this deck. Well, not really. Well, it'll be like, not really, because like I think the reason you want a single prize attacker is because you want to be able to KO other single prize Pokemon with a single prize attacker. So you won't be able to do that, which I think would be like the main purpose of having a single prize. Like I want to be able to KO a Dreepy with not a Mega Camerupt kind of deal. Or if I go up against Ceruledge, it'd be cool to KO a Charcadet or a Solrock without putting a 3-prizer in my active. It would mostly be the idea behind it, I think. Yeah, dude, the more I think about it, the more I like the Secret Box Gravity Mountain combo. Because without Secret Box Gravity Mountain, we have to have 2 Magmortar set up to actually KO the... Chill. We're fine. It's not even that big of a deal. Early bench Fez. She probably didn't realize she got KO'd by Burn. Oh, now I don't get the KO though. Right? Am I trolling? Now I need Ignition Energy to get the knockout. Now Ignition just gets a KO here, actually. Yeah, Ignition just gets a KO. But I have no way to search the Ignition. Hilda? No, I don't play Hilda. Oh, the Gravity Mountain's stuck anyways. Do I get Switch? Hang on. No, because I don't have the Magmortar in play. Colress in this? Oh, Colress could be cool too, yeah. Lillie and Prey? I think so. I don't even attach the energy because I might just have another Camerupt, I feel like. Yeah, Lillie and Prey. I don't like lose on board or anything, so. Oh, I need a switch though, right? No, Ignition by itself does it. Actually, that's kind of sick. How much do I value the Ultra Balls? Not that highly, right? I could thin out one more card, I guess. It'd probably just be the Mega Camerupt deck for the next turn, though. Ignition, 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 Ignition. Let's go! The Ignition! I don't even need a burn. I'm just literally swinging. What the heck? 290? Wonkin Pulse? Yeah, I told you, chat. We need the Ignitions. The Ignitions means they can't just, like, remove our Magmortar from play and we just, like, lose ways to take knockouts. Although if we did just have two Magmortars set up, we'd be fine. But it's hard to like have the threat of a second Camerupt and a Magmortar. It's just, yeah. Vitality Band also did matter as well, yeah. Well, the Vitality Band kind of mattered. I also drew the switch. Like, I could have just switched into the Volcanion. Maybe we should play more Ignitions, to be honest. Maybe I should play a higher Ignition count. Like 3 Ignitions? Is that even bad? Because that, like, hits us the numbers. Like, Magmortar's cool. Like, the mix of both is nice, to be honest. We set up the Magmortar, and then our opponent, if they don't respect the Magmortar, we just get KOs with the first attack. Yeah, maybe a third Ignition isn't bad in here, to be honest. Colress Tenacity to search out. Yeah, the Colress Tenacity might be higher value than Hilda, to be honest, because finding evolutions isn't that difficult for the deck, to be honest. Yeah, finding evolutions isn't that difficult. Honestly, the more I think about it, the less I like Arven in this deck. The more I think about it, the less I even like the Arvens to begin with. Oh, wake up, young again. Arven is great for the Secret Box combo. Yes. I guess, like, how good is the Secret Box combo? Dude, the second Ignition. How do you find your Arven? Oh, how do you find your switch? Well, if we have more Ignition energies, we don't need to hit switches often, right? What the heck? Wait, that's so bad for us, right? How do I... How do I deal with this? What is going on, man? Thorns? Secret Box has just got to be correct here. Yeah, possibly. Oh, guess Volcano's better. Yeah, true. Volcano was better the whole time, dude. What the heck? I assume it's a quad Thorns deck here. We can Ignition them. I mean, that is still a lot, though. That's not that easy to pull off. I only play 2 Ignitions right now as well. I did cut one of them, but we'll see what happens. Don't even bother setting a burn package. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna set up a bunch of Mega Camerupts, right? Choose second, blind second. Latias is useless, Fez is useless, Volcanion. It's literally just Camerupt. We're just a Camerupt deck. I don't even want to call for family because I want to set up for the Ignition Energy, right? Like I want to go like this. Does 90 damage matter? Or is like 80, 80, 80 fine? I feel like I just go attach, evolve, air balloon, 80. Because what are they? 3 hit us? Oh, could they 2 hit us? No, they do 3 hit us. Okay, interesting. Oh, they also play like Crushing Hammers and Energy Cheese, right? So yeah, we definitely just need to like swing on them. So it's actually going to be really annoying. It's going to be a super annoying matchup. Super duper annoying. I don't know why. Ooh, okay. That is a really bad play. No punish, bro. Them can't win my Magmar there is an insane throw. Purposely not hitting my Camerupt is so bad. Maybe their hand is just dead though, so they're hoping for a prize card. I think that might be the reasoning for that. Then it's not as bad. I kind of need to keep maximize the Night Stretcher's potential to like, yeah. All right, top deck Ignition, so I can lose determination here. Unlucky. Do they play a stadium that I would be annoyed by? What kind of what kind of shenanigans do they play? Do this. What kind of BS are they rocking? You should just Watchtower. Okay, so that doesn't matter to me. I don't have the follow-up Ignition, but we can just like 3-hit this guy, I guess. Wait, do they even have an energy? I actually don't have a way to move this though. So I'm kind of stuck. All right, cool. Good top deck. Just in case. Might need to run around between 3 of them. Make it harder for them to KO. Get this guy involved as well. Actually, what's the retreat cost on this guy? 4? Jesus, bro. What are you doing? Just gotta thin out the deck here. Fire Energy one time. Calls for next turn though. Not bad. I don't need to use this anymore, so sure. Chillin'. Sure, why not? Sure. Finding out the A spec in this match, if for this deck is like the question mark. It's either Secret Box or Maximum Belt. I think for sure it's one of the two. I just don't know which one is better, but it is one of the two. Both seem both seem decent. Although maybe I should just use the Energy Search there to preserve my outs to the one-hit KO potential. Possibly. Dangerous Laser? No, the Dangerous Laser is definitely not worth it. Oh, wait, actually, how much extra damage does the Dangerous Laser do? Isn't the Dangerous Laser just basically bad Maximum Belt? It gives you the auto burn. Well, you can get that from Volcanion potentially anyways. If we did play Maximum Belt, then we could play Town Store as well. It just burns and confuses? Oh, what the heck? That card sucks. It just burns and confuses? That is terrible. That's not even worth thinking about. That's awful. My best topic is probably Switch here, to be honest. So I can go search out Fire, attach to the bench one, and then switch into the bench one. It's probably the best play here. Want to discard the bench one? They don't want to get knocked out. They're not KOing my active here. They're missing the KO by 20 damage. If they were KOing my active here, then that would have been a big mistake. But they're not KOing it, so that's correct play. That's true. Thorns is good against Guard 4. This hand is ass. What the? Okay, the fire, dude, what the heck? So many Ionos. I don't need those. This is not the game for Iono. I did get to Fire Energy, which is important. Fire Energy to the bench, Mega Camerupt is good. Oh, we might not even get KO'd here, actually. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Ooh, the Devo? Oh, shoot! Chill! Wait, that means though that they have to go through more than just one more Mega Camerupt. So it's not terrible for us. The squad just got devolved though. My squad! I didn't even think about that as like a play from them, I'm not gonna lie. Or do they play multiple? I guess is the question now. I honestly kind of want to bench their boss one. Boss their bench one. Boss their bench one. They could get stuck, right? How many tools are they down? Just one, but 3 Arven are gone. Or should I just punchy active here, actually? No, I'm gonna boss the bench one. Bench the boss one. Like, honestly, if they like play judge next turn, I want these on my bench, kind of. I have 4 switch left, so they could gust them and trap them, but I just don't want to draw back into these if they judge me next turn. And they don't. If they trap one for 2 turns and KO it, they don't even win the game. And I have 4 switch left, so seems correct to thin out the deck aggressively. So did you see the Hokkaido winner Dragon Ball Frostlass Mangidori? No, was that a Cities League or something? Did not see it, no. Hokkaido. I haven't looked at City Leagues at all this format. Got penny off the secret box. Oh, did we know they had the penny? Okay, maybe that was a misplay then, actually. Maybe I did throw. It's alright, Ignition. Lillie's still pretty good, though. I'm going to burn the switches because I don't want to see him. We have plenty left. Ignition, one time. I don't have another baby thing. Oh, this is awkward. Dude, this is like hella losable here. Dude, Iono is so weak here. Alright. No stretchers? No, I have 2 stretchers. They're in the deck. Yeah, I have 2 stretchers in the deck. The one with the burn? No, they're this thing shuts off the Volcanion's ability. I'm just gonna hide. I don't know. I feel like just hiding is correct. I don't know. Chat. Iron Thorn's ability turns off all rule box Pokemon's ability. Latias EX's ability, Skyliner, is not active. Volcanion EX's ability, Scalding Steam, is not active because Iron Thorn's EX has the initialization ability as long as its Pokemon is in the active spot, which it is. Pokemon with a rule box in play, both yours and your opponents, have no abilities except for future Pokemon. Latias is not a future Pokemon. Volcanion EX is also not a future Pokemon. Alright, run away again. And Ignition Energy. Oh, all right. Don't mind if we do. Just a matter of time, to be honest. We're gonna get there eventually. We did have a little bit. Prizing the 4th Numel was like definitely made it a little bit harder there. No idea what they're playing. Tool Scrapper could also help with a Guardy. Yeah, it could. Lucario. Oh, can I one-hit KO a Lucario? What do they got? 2. I forget how much HP they have. How much HP does a Lucario have? Did they just choose to not Billy there? 340? Oh my gosh. That's an insane amount of HP. Another card I was thinking about playing would be EXP Share to set up for the Ignitions, but that's probably not worth playing. Have you tested the single price Cinderace yet? No, I haven't played that in any deck yet. I might be stuck for a turn behind the Squawk ability, though. Team Devo. All right, they are swinging here. It's fine. Can they KO me? They can, but they need a lot of modifiers. This hand sucks. Fez has got to save us here. Iono or Lillies. Ugh. It's not looking good. Winnable. Still winnable, but it's not looking good. It's still winnable. It's not that bad though. It's actually not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Should be fine. You just gotta swing twice? Yeah, we do just have to swing twice. But they can win through a 1-hit KO. But if they don't get the 1-hit KO, then we're chilling. I'm not getting sick. I don't know. I don't know what Mountain Dew is yapping about. They are down 2 Premium Power Pros already as well. But they still have their the big one, Maximum Belt. I can't use that actually. I mean, technically, we haven't lost yet, I guess. We could still win. I don't need to concede. Dude. The night. All right. I don't know. Yeah, I was winnable technically. If they don't win this turn, we can win. Yeah, thinking we could like operate this deck without Fez though was crazy. Like when I was initially like thinking about the bench space for the deck, like yeah, you need Fez. Gotta play Fez. Gotta play Fez. Okay. Okay. All right. Come on, Fez. Okay, that's a good top deck as well. Iono. I need an Iono, though. Okay, hold up. $320. 260. $82.90. I don't need an ignition energy, right? Math. 260, 290. Wait. 260, 290, wait. 260, 270, 300. I do need the ignition. Okay. shoot. I couldn't shuffle the deck. Well, that's fine. Hardy's neck. Dude, honestly, the ability to take knockouts without triggering Fez is just so good. It's so good. Like, they don't get Fez. They don't get Fez draw here. The Ignition is unfortunately on the bottom of the deck here. I think Countercatcher seems pretty good in this deck, though. I think we could add a... like, either 2 boss 2 counter or... probably 2 boss 2 counter, yeah. Oh, they got like Lillie or something in the hand for sure. That's the way it feels anyway. Oh, they can draw with this guy. Yeah. They can just chill right now. Yeah, I need a lot. I need like Ignition Countercatcher or something. My hand sucks, so see how likely that is to happen. I guess I can Iono them though, right? I could Iono instead of Lillie's Determination here. Especially depending on what they leave in the active. I don't think I got it. They're not respecting me? No respect? Top deck Secret Box? Let's go in for the win, maybe? Think the randomization in this game is horrific? Yeah, of course. What the heck? I haven't won this game yet. So, like... I haven't won yet. Oh, I literally just lose. What the heck are we doing here? Like, I haven't won this game yet. I didn't end up winning this game. Like, the RNG in this game is, like, absolutely horrific. It's, like, insane how bad it is. Absolutely absurd. Oh. Dude, no help? 2 Molly, no help? I mean, we're very close to being fine, so... What the Tatsu? Tatsu in there seems terrible. If I can avoid KOing this, I'm going to avoid KOing this at all costs. Sure. I really don't want to give them Artazon now. Ooh, okay. Now we're cooking. That's a double Magmar angle. I want to get him established. I do need to find another Numel at some point as well, though. Actually, if they stay burned, then we can just go evolve pass, right? Or even evolve call for family for another Numel. Oh, okay. I was like, no way. Are they literally just passing? Dude, what do I have to do for a draw supporter around here, man? Like... I literally played 12. I mean, Colress's Tenacity is like pretty weak, but even then, that'd be something. I should just go evolve knockout though as well. I still don't want to give them Artazon for sure. Actually, I don't even want to play this Ultra Ball either though. Maybe I just go evolve knock. I mean, I guess I don't care about knocking it out. Well, I want to knock it out because I don't want to let them attract customers, I guess. Oh, okay, there we go. Maybe we should still play 1 TM EVO. Because there are moments where like this, where I could go like switch TM EVO and then like KO them. Just gonna knock out. Yeah, we could maybe get the TM EVO back in this deck. Because there are definitely situations where we could TM EVO over Call for Family. We Call for Family a lot, and it feels pretty good, but Like this situation, going Switch TM EVO, get out double Magmortar, burn KOs would be pretty good, to be honest. Having that flexibility seems nice. So I can one-hit KO them next turn, right? Because I got the Tool Scrapper. I got Tool Scrapper and Secret Box. If I can't one-hit KO them, we're trolling, right? I feel like we gotta be trolling if I can't one-hit KO them here. And then that should, unless they have a Candy Chomp on the following turn, that should offset the trade for us to just get ahead and stay ahead. Oh, can I actually KO them without using the Tool Scrapper here? Vitality Band, Switch, burn, Secret Box. I would need Magmortar though. It's hard to do without Tool Scrapper. I guess we try and do that later, right? I can try and save the Vitality Band for later then. I'm trying to just go KO with the first attack instead. So Tool Scrapper now. Try and go for the bigger play later. Oh, wait, do I still need? What do I actually need to do here? I want a Lillies, but can I afford to Lillies? A 320. Oh, is that 330? Oh, it's 330. So I can go. $260. 30. So I need the Vitality Band then, right? Okay. I didn't really want to have to use my Vitality Band, but I guess I have to, which is fine, I guess. Unless I got $260, $290, $320, $330. Okay. So double Magmortar would work here, but I don't have double Magmortar. Okay. We'll take it. Was letting him play this crazy? That's fine. Find a Volcanion instead of Volcanion. It just needs so, it's just so much more resource intensive than the Volcanion. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Not fine to leave on for the whole song, though. My opponent doing all this cooking just for me to concede next turn. We'll see though, maybe I top deck. What, the water pawn? Well, I just assumed it was Raging Ball, but it was actually Terra Box the whole time. Okay, sure. Hold up. Dude, I drew nothing. What the heck? If I get double Numel, they can boss KO double Numel. I can't call for family because I didn't get a fire. I can only get 2 Numels. If I get 1 Numel, they snipe my active, snipe my Numel. I actually just don't even know what to do here, to be honest. If I don't get Numel, then they probably can win. I could just solo Numel, I guess. I kind of want to force them to do the boss play, though. Yeah, I'll force the play out of them, actually. They can't boss and power up, right? No, they can, because they can go crystal attach boss, which is what they're about to do. But it does force like the most out of them that doesn't like develop their board more. So I don't like hate this situation for us. This isn't terrible for us, I don't think. Survivable. Now I want to leave like a 1 prize card in the active and TM Evo my Numel's out. We got the Iono as well. Well, the Iono's not. I know they have a Noctowl in their hand, but I probably Lillie's Determination this turn and then Iono next turn. Do a Night Stretcher. I want to get a basic first before I Artazon, I think. Leaving Volcanion in the active is not. Actually, leaving a 2 prize card in the active maybe here is correct. Maybe I just leave the Fez in the active. It's gonna be hard for them to KO a Fez here, right? Like 1 owl. Yeah, it might be pretty difficult. We'll see. I just need to find an energy for the Evo here. All right. I could go get Latias here because I don't really want to top deck Latias. I don't want to give them a 1 prize target though. Because if I give them a single 1 prize target, they just need to KO one of my Camerupts to win the game. I guess maybe I like losing my Fez here. If they're gonna get a KO this turn, losing my Fez is pretty bad. So maybe I shouldn't have left Fez in the active, but I don't want to leave this in the active either, because I don't want them to torrential pump, do 200 to this, and then 120 to my Fez and just KO both those to win the game. But leaving Latias would have been the same, because they can like sob, and no matter what, I need a switch, I guess. Yeah, sure. Azul cutting Carmine from Sarah Ledge is criminal, bro. I mean, it felt fine. Playing the deck without it felt fine. I forget if I kept Squawk in the deck or not. I think I cut Squawk as well. The deck felt fine without either of the cards. I think Drillbur did a lot of heavy lifting though, or the option of Drillbur did a lot of heavy lifting because the deck's a little bit less aggressive on the first turn of the game sometimes. But Soul Rock and Lunatone just see you so many cards. I guess my brain can't comprehend it. Just inferior. Well, the thing you just have to understand is that Carmine and Squawkabilly are just terrible cards that you don't want to put in your deck if you can avoid it. However, it doesn't mean it's incorrect to play them in the deck. It just means, like, if you can avoid them, you should avoid them. Like, the best way to play the deck might be with Squawkabilly and Carmine, but those are bad cards. So if we can play a deck with good cards, we'd rather play the deck with good cards, basically. But you always start with Drillbur? True, I did start with Drillbur a lot. That is fair. But there's the sob. We do play a lot of Switch, though. We find a Switch, though. I know Squawk's kind of broken. Squawk sucks. Putting Squawk in play is always, like, terrible. You never want to put Squawk in play. The card's literal cheeks. But it doesn't mean it's not correct to play the card. It just means it's a bad card that we want to avoid playing. I don't really need Magmar, right? We hit hard enough to KO everything on their field. If anything, I'd want to set up another Camerupt so I can continue to run between Camerupts or something. So I just fail this. If we get a switch. We have 4 switch and a secret box in the deck. And we whiffed. Incredible, man. Incredible stuff. Dude, that's so dumb. We have so many outs. It's basically the same as Fez, right? In terms of liability? Yeah, but you basically have to put Fez in play anyway. So then you end up with Squawk and Fez in play. So now you have 2 massive liabilities in play. Hand was that bad, huh? All right, we got saved because my opponent's hand also sucks. A little bit late there, buddy. Thinking. These are pretty low value at this point. Actually, I should have attached a Fez there so I could have gone and set it up for a Cruel Arrow play, to be honest. Attaching the Fez there actually was kind of cool. When I KO this, I don't want them to be able to use my Artazon to get a Hoot Hoot here, so I think I'm going to replace it. Bumping their Area 0 at this point doesn't seem great anyway, so I'm going to burn this because it's pretty low value at this point, I think. And then... Oh, I could have boss KO'd the Hoot Hoot. I'd rather just try and KO 3 2-prizers though, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I'd rather just try and KO 3 2-prizers. Okay, when the Hoot Hoot there wasn't. But leaving the Water Pond is actually a pretty big threat here. Getting rid of the Crystal and an Energy on the Water Pond is also pretty high value. Never mind. It's definitely the better play. Have you put Psyduck in a duck yet? A Psyduck in a deck yet? Psyduck in a duck? Psyduck in a deck. Yes, but I don't remember what decks. I definitely put it in something. We're not setting up Mag because you already one-shot everything? For the most part. There is a potential that we could set up a board state with 2 Mags, though. To use Volcanion to kill like a Hoot Hoot. Not trigger Fez, stuff like that, but yeah. I did put it in Alakazam, yeah. Otherwise, every deck would play Squawk if it could. Pandora's deck. Both plays Squawk if it can, and also never plays Squawk if it doesn't have to. I don't know. I maybe like referenced Squawkabilly in that way before in the past, but I don't think that's true for something like Squawkabilly because it's like such a liability. It's not. That's not true for something like Iron Bundle. Like every deck would play. Every deck would play Iron Bundle if it could, because Iron Bundle is like just neutrally good, but like it's not worth the trade-off of other cards sometimes. Basically, for Iron Bundle specifically. So now I just boss KO the Fez, I think. I do want to move this one out of the... What I have, 270? I guess... Yeah, I guess we may as well move it. I like could get a switch. I guess they could KO this. And then... Wait, could they have briared me for game? Was that possible on their board? Maybe? I'm gonna go KO their Fez. I didn't even like think about that as a play, but I guess that technically is a play. Set up the Fez for potential snipe. Burn this. I'll just keep the Vitality Band, I guess. Sure. Their draw power is scarier than the Ogerpon right now. This guy? Yeah, definitely. The Fez is definitely the scariest thing on their board. Wow, yeah, like there's 3 energy on this, but they can't even utilize this energy very well anyways. Like they could switch 1 off to like a Pikachu, I guess. Thoughts on Hawaiian food? It's fine. It's nothing crazy. How did the Fortresses Kang deck feel yesterday? Worth buying the cards? I mean, I don't know if it's competitive. The deck's pretty sick. I don't know. It's worth buying the cards is like such a... It's like a personal question. It's like, I don't know. What is your goals? Like, are you trying to like give yourself the highest chance of winning a tournament? At that point, it's just play Gardevoir. Like, the deck's cool. The deck's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a personal question, though. There's no right answer. Does it beat Guardy in decent meta? The Guardy matchup seems tough. The rest of the meta seems fine. I did beat a Guardy with it, but like the Guardy matchup is probably unfavorable. But did we get the max belt in or not? No, we're on Secret Box still. The Secret Box has felt pretty good, to be honest. It's just like a good card. Yeah, no, Secret Box is just kind of gross. We have ways to one-hit KO everything as well, so it's not like we are in need of a way to get a one-hit or anything like that, so... Wait, maybe I played too scared around like a Pikachu play on that last turn. I should have held the switch and just kept this guy in the active. Actually, I'm not sure. To be fair, the Kanga Fortress deck folds a duck. That's true, it also just loses to Psyduck. Your box doesn't feel bad in almost any deck. Yeah, it's true. Most decks feels pretty good in. It'd probably feel pretty bad in Golden Go, to be honest. It would feel bad because you're missing out. You know what you're missing out on. That's why I would feel bad. Isn't there a box tangle with River Room? Oh, true. I guess maybe not. You think the Rocksmith Terra Ledge a real deck? It's definitely better. It might be there. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have to play more with the deck, but I like the Legacy energy in there, and I don't know. Being the best Briar deck is also like a pretty big plus, which I think the deck definitely is the best Briar deck. So big bonk. Legacy and Briar is sick. Yeah, and then also just having a one prize attacker as well in the deck is also like having Soul Rock as an option, because you're choosing first, so then you can go with Soul Rock as your initial attacker.